Welcome back to the Goku Report, and this time we are looking at a special new top 10 list as it has been a little while since I've done one of these on my secondary channel. We are looking at 10 of the best WB/CW shows of all time. Keep in mind, just my own personal perspective, I will also mention the years when it started and when the series ended. With that said, we have two honorable mentions. Um, the first one of honorable mentions aired from 1996 to 2007 is a bit of a guilty pleasure show of mine, though I stopped watching it altogether once things came out involving one of the key main stars of the show. The show is called Seventh Heaven. Coming, the second of the two honorable mentions originally started in 2014 and ended this year in 2023. The other honorable mention goes to The Flash. Arguably one of the only shows I like of the Arrowverse universe, I guess you could say. Even though I'm not the biggest fan, which is why it makes an honorable mention, still, I like it for what it is. Coming in at number 10 is a definitely a show that has more nostalgia than anything for me. Is it a overall great show? Not by any means, but is a show. It was my teenage drama that I watched when I was a teenager. So you have to understand the time period, perspective, and everything when it comes to some of these shows. But coming at number 10 for me, originally started airing in 1998 and would end in 2003. That would be the TV series Dawson's Creek. Comes at number 10. Now, if you've never seen Dawson's Creek, it's definitely a product of the time when it came out of the late 90s. That's all I'm saying. Some stuff it has definitely not aged well, but other stuff, it was one of the earlier shows that discussed specific topics and things that a lot of teenage dramas at the time were not discussing, which is one of the things I actually appreciate. And the original theme song of Dawson's Creek is S tier, in my opinion. Coming in at number 9, originally first started airing in 2012 and would end in 2020. Um, and that would be really the show that really started the Arrowverse. And of course, that is at number 9, Arrow. I like Arrow, specifically seasons 1, 2, and 3 are like pure gold in my opinion, especially I would say season 3 is easily, in my opinion, maybe I would say it goes back and forth between season 2 and 3 for being my favorite season. One with Deathstroke, and then the other with, of course, Ra's al Ghul, or as they say, Ra's al Ghul, which is, though it's actually Ra's, which at least Gotham got right. Um, Coming in at number 8 is a show that a lot of people have forgotten about over the years. It's sad. It was a great, like, supernatural science fiction show of the time back in the WB. It would air from 1999 to 2002, and I love this show big time. Coming at number 8 is Roswell. It is a great show that I think more people need to check out. The original Roswell series, yeah, the somewhat second Roswell series is not bad, but having nostalgia involved, I like the first one more. Next, coming at number 7, was on TV and only lasted 2 seasons, unfortunately. It would go from 2002 to 2003. It would go a total of like 50 some episodes, and that is the early 2000s version of The Twilight Zone. I actually really love, mostly it was remakes with, at that time, modern, uh, less well known actors and stuff. Would have a few reasonably well known at the time, but I really like it, and the fact they did a heavy, or rather a metal version of the Twilight theme is awesome. The guitar work and stuff on it is very much new metal style version of the Twilight Zone theme. It would be done by the guitarist of Korn, actually, would do that version of the theme. Coming in at number 6, aired from 2001 to 2005. And I really love this series. I think it's criminally underrated. Coming in at for me at number 6 is Star Trek Enterprise. I love Enterprise and I always will. It is in my top 3 favorite Star Trek shows of all time. It is easily Enterprise, Voyager, and Deep Space Nine remain my top 3. Maybe not as popular opinion, but whatever. Coming in at number 5, aired from 1997 to 2000, or rather 2005, is a great series with definitely quite a hardcore fan base, needless to say. Coming at number 5 is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, one of the greatest shows of the network and one of the best supernatural shows of the late 90s, early 2000s. Coming in at number 4 is the branch off to that series, which aired from 1999 to 2004. Oh, I'm sorry, Buffy ended in 2003, my bad. But Angel comes in at number 4. I actually liked Angel a little bit more. I also love the fact getting to see Spike come in the last season was pretty cool. And the fact they were trying to end up taking over Wolfram and Hart. Of course, the demonic lawyer agency, which kind of suits lawyers in all honesty. Coming at number 3 is probably the most recent show that I really enjoyed. It would air from 2005 to 2020. 15 seasons, longest running show ever in the network's history. The only show to surpass Seventh Heaven, which had 11 seasons. Coming in at number 3, well, you know the brothers simply well. Sam and Dean Winchester. Coming in at number 3 goes to Supernatural. Love the show, always will. Love characters like Cassiel, Crowley, as well as many other honorable, of course, Lucifer, uh, as well as many other characters. Yeah, of course, you have also, let's not forget Lilith, or Asmodeus, or Azazel, and many other memorable characters. Coming in at number 2 was easily my favorite supernatural themed show of the time. Coming at number 2, it would air from 1998 to 2006, 8 seasons. That would go to Charmed, the original Charmed series, and screw the remake of Charm. It was utter garbage, in my opinion. Coming in at number 1 is and probably always will be my favorite show of the network, and it is in my top 5 favorite shows of all time as well. Airing from 2001 to 2011, 10 seasons. Coming at number 1 for me, favorite WB/CW show of all time goes to easily, well, you should know, Smallville comes in at number 1. Of course, the great theme being done by Remedy Zero, which was a criminally underrated band of the time period. I think more people need to check out Remedy Zero. Also, a few other bands would become better well known thanks to Smallville. Specifically, Smallville really helped boost the careers of Lifehouse and also Five for Fighting. Two great acts. I mean, I love quite a bit of Five for Fighting's music. I think he's one of the most underrated artists of the 2000s. Especially when he did amazing songs like The Superman, It's Not Easy. Also, songs he did like Devil in the Wishing Well is great. But 100 Years is just superb. But with that said, that is it. That is my personal top 10, in my opinion, top 10 best shows of the WB/CW era. Though I want to quickly give also an honorable mention I forgot to One Tree Hill. Great series. But that said, I'll see y'all again soon enough.